Hey everybody. So I am back in my spot, my girl's bedroom, and I am here to make another update. So today I am 29 weeks pregnant. It's kind of crazy. I feel like I'm pregnant for a bajillion years. I also feel like it's flying by. So yeah, it's but yeah, definitely the third trimester. I was on third trimester last week when I made my update, obviously too, but it was a little weird last week, so here we are, a little bit more normal. I'm not really used to filming anymore, so sorry if I'm really weird, but yeah, so here we go. So I did check out my app this week, all three of the apps, and so her size, so first of all, she's 15 to 16 inches from head to feet. She might be shorter, honestly. I'm a short person, but according to the app. And she is somewhere between 2.5 and 3 pounds. I'm guessing on the lower side, but you never know. At my appointment last week, I was actually measuring perfectly exactly 28 weeks, and I was exactly 28 weeks. So, it's not like I was measuring little or anything. She's growing on track, apparently. So that's good. Yeah. And so that is apparently in size comparison to Cottontail Rabbit on one app, an Acorn Squash on the other app, and then the best one of all is a box of chocolates. Because we all know a box of chocolates is like really differs in size a lot. I'm pretty sure that they have that one for like 4 weeks too, so whatever. But I just had to bring that up this time because it's funny. So yeah. And let's see, what have I done this week, or something that I feel like I haven't brought up? So first of all, my appointment, because I was driving to my appointment last time, I obviously hadn't gone to it yet. So the appointment was fine. It was kind of, anticlimactic. They asked me a bunch of questions that I was like, whatever. They asked me about my last delivery, if I had a C-section or not. I told them I didn't. I told them I didn't want an epidural this time. And that I was sure about that. Because I hated mine and I didn't want mine in the first place. I will do a story on that whole experience, my labor and delivery with the twins. But I was forced into an epidural that I didn't want. And I was like crying about it and stuff, tearing up, I should say. I was crying. But yeah, it was an appointment, I asked to talk about breastfeeding, which I plan to breastfeed, and I plan to extend breastfeed, just like I did with the twins, and all this stuff like that. We also talked about my iron level, because I think in the last week, I did bring up the fact that I passed my glucose test, but during that test, they also did a complete blood count, and it came back low for all of the signs of anemia. So they did an extra iron test, and my iron was low. It's not super low. It's a 9, and they would prefer for it to be an 11 or higher, but it's low enough that, with everything put together, I definitely have iron deficiency. So I started taking iron pills, which is not working very well for me. They want me to take it on an empty stomach and all this stuff that's just not like vibing with this pregnancy, or with me at all really, but especially with the pregnancy. So we'll see what happens with that. My level's not that low, so I talked to the pharmacist assistant today, or I guess she is a pharmacist. She's a PharmD, but she's assisting the OB department. Her and another pharmacist. So I spoke to one of them today, and she was kind of like, well, worst case scenario, if you can't take the iron pills, you can't take them. Your level's really not that low. So, we'll see what happens. But that's what's happening right now. I'm going to try to not have to have them on an empty stomach and see if that helps. Kind of feel like it won't help, but it's worth a try. We spent the money on the iron. I'd like to at least try it, which is what I told her, basically. She said there's another form of iron that I could try, and I said I really want to, completely eliminate the ability to take this one before I do that, because, we just bought it, and I don't want to waste the money, so, But yeah, and then I also found out that apparently where I go, they are doing a weird schedule right now, I guess because of the pandemic still going on. So, I only get to be seen, I was expecting to be seen 28 weeks, 30 weeks, 32 weeks, 34 weeks, 36 weeks, and then every single week after that. And apparently they only do 28, 32, 36, 38, and 40 week appointments, which is not what I was expecting. I feel like I need to talk to my nurse practitioner about that and ask her what she thinks. It's not gonna go well with my anxiety about the fact that I had my twins early with something that could have easily been missed and was only found because I insisted they found it. I mean, it's already bad enough not having ultrasounds and not knowing the, the whole size and placenta health and all this stuff. It really worries me. Doing kick counts also kind of worries me because she moves so much that, I get worried if she doesn't move 10 times within, 15 minutes or 20 minutes maximum. But, they told me I'm supposed to wait 2 hours. So it's a really big difference. For me, going 2 hours without having her kick 10 times, or I guess for it to take 2 hours for her to kick 10 times is extremely abnormal. That's not something that I've ever experienced with her, or obviously with the twins. With the twins, it was an hour limit, not 2 hours. But it was definitely like, if it's abnormal and it's not normal for what you're used to, then it's a change. And that's the whole point of doing kick counts, is to, catch a change in movements. So all that stuff together kind of worries me. I'm going to have to talk to them about that, but we'll see what happens with that. I also finally can start seeing the movements from the outside. She just shakes my entire stomach sometimes, and it's like the craziest thing ever. And that, it didn't just start, but it's been more consistent recently. Also because I feel like she flipped. Not necessarily that she's not breech anymore. It's possible that she's not breech anymore, because within the last couple days only, I started feeling movement up here, whereas before I was only feeling movement on the sides and on the bottom, and I never had movement on the top. But, I also feel movements on the sides. I don't know if what I'm feeling is her punching me or her kicking me or her butt, or I don't know what, she was transverse for basically this entire pregnancy, so she could still be transverse and that could be her butt, or she could be kicking me and she could be breech. I don't know, because I don't have ultrasounds. So I actually am going to get a 3D ultrasound to see her, one of the optional ones, on Saturday. So we will see her, and we will know what position she's in, at least that morning. And yeah, that'll be cool, because obviously I haven't seen her in a long time. When I went to labor and delivery, when I fell a couple of weeks back, I obviously saw her, but it wasn't a detailed, I didn't get pictures. It wasn't a detailed ultrasound. It was really for the placenta and the amniotic fluid and to look at her heartbeat. We could obviously hear it, but they just decided, oh, well, we're here, let's just check her out really quick. But I didn't really get to see her. I didn't see her profile. I saw that she was moving. I could feel that she was moving, but that was it, So we get to actually really see her on Saturday, and that's exciting because I haven't seen her in a long time. I haven't really seen her since June, since my anatomy scan. So it will be fun. And yeah, obviously it's always nice having my partner be able to come with me because, you know, during this time we can't bring our partners to appointments. They can only come to the hospital. So that's also something that kind of sucks. But, you know, it is what it is. It's, you know, it won't be forever. Next time he can come with me. So it's fine. But yeah. And I also started packing today my hospital bag. I'm going to do it extremely slowly. I might not even touch my hospital bag for another couple of weeks, to be honest. But I had my robe and my hospital gown that I bought just like sitting on the desk in the room. So I was like, you know, I don't need these. I don't really use these. I might as well just put them in the suitcase. I put them in the suitcase. I put the suitcase in the closet. And probably in a couple of weeks, I will start like actually packing my clothes. Then I will pack, well, then I'll wash and pack clothes for her and, you know, get the toiletries and all that stuff. My plan is to be done packing by week 36, but to not rush it. Unless there's a reason to think that I would need to be induced or go into labor sooner. Obviously, I don't want to have a bunch of my clothes sitting in a suitcase because I'd rather be wearing them. So, yeah. But yeah. So we'll see. I will let you guys know next week about the ultrasound that I had because that's awesome. And hopefully it works out. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And yeah, I'll do my belly shot. So I have shorts on that are not maternity shorts. And so they're unbuttoned and I'm not going to like flash everybody. So I'm just gonna do a covered belly shot. Yeah, okay. So here's my belly shot for 29 weeks exactly. So that's my belly. And then here's my belly from the front. I'm kind of wearing a dark shirt, so it's not super obvious. Here's my belly from the side. Sorry, the bench I was sitting on is kind of in the way, so, you know. Definitely getting there. To me, this is really big. I know to some people it's like, oh my gosh, you're so tiny. I've heard that so much. But to me, I'm very big. And yeah, I definitely bump into things. Definitely being my third trimester. So yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Please like my video and all that good stuff. I'm gonna try to get back to doing this for real again. I know I'm still kind of awkward, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous day and a fabulous week. Thanks. Bye.